Hello, I'm Andy, and there's a program called Best Vocation, Talent, Skills, born on the 16th of February in the period of Aquarius. Well, you're born on a difficult day where the earlier part of your life, until the age of 26, you're going to have ups and downs, and there will be a lot of stress on your palms, showing that you can't simply get things right. And also, the danger of accidents can easily come to haunt you. So, born on the 16th of February, watch out that you have to get organized in school, in colleges, and universities to find the right way. Otherwise, you will be trying everything under the earth. And only at the age of 26 will there be some pattern on your palms. And then you'll find the way. Well, you have a wonderful Uranus planet, which makes you very clever in the areas of job and business, especially which are attached to the internet, information technology. That's where your talents are fantastic. And that should always be the base for you. Whether you're a lawyer, a doctor, an architect, a dentist, or whatever, the base should be information technology because you have a brain that understands it very nicely. You have a wonderful planet called Saturn who looks after your good luck with anything you do with the land, whether building on the land, houses or buildings or apartments or whatever. You can get lucky in the real estate business, buying and selling for people. And you can also be very clever in being able to develop the land yourself in the form of agriculture, growing the produce from the earth, growing herbs and medicine from the earth, and being a wonderful person who can create wonderful things with the earth. Landscaping, for example. So wherever land is concerned, that's where you're very steady and very lucky. And you can use information technology to help you as a selling tool to market whatever your clients want to market for sale where land is concerned, including buildings. You could be very lucky in the building materials industry and very lucky in anything to do associated with the land, like for farming, tractors, and machines to cultivate the land. And you'll have a wonderful Mercury position, which makes you very much a great writer if you want to be, a speaker if you want to be. And the languages you will learn very easily. And this wonderful Mercury will make you a person very adaptable and very much able to work with people as well. It's a very fast planet, and luckily for you, it's a very positive planet. So you learn things very quickly and you adapt to things very fast and you show success very fast. You have a wonderful Venus, which brings a creative side out of you. And this can be as a great designer using the internet or using information technology, or in landscaping, which I mentioned, or interior decorations, or in the business of hairstyling, or beautifying people or beautifying places, and also the business of travel as well. So there's a lot going for you. What is the problem then? The problem is that your ego is too big and too active. And because of that, partnerships don't work well with you. And because of that, you become a loner and try to do everything on your own because this ego makes you a perfectionist. And that's not good. At your place of work or in business, you'll have trouble dealing with people because you set standards which are imaginably not possible. Doesn't mean lower your standard. It means use common sense to be able to only reach what is reachable. Don't reach for the stars. Be reasonable. And that's how you will control this ego planet. There's a planet that makes you not work with people well, being very secretive and using your information only for yourself. And because of that, in a job, you will not be very much looked at favorably because you will not be willing to contribute what you know. And that's always a sense of failure when somebody does that. You have to control this planet called Neptune that makes you unnecessarily create problems not only for yourself, for other people as well. You have a very weak Jupiter, which has given you inferiority complexes. So, because of these complexes, where you work, where you do business, they will interfere with your cooperation that you want or the cooperation that you can give. So, you got to identify where are your inferiority complexes and sort them out as quickly as possible. And what about changeability and moodiness and not able to look long term into things? That's also not good. And lastly, you come out too strong in a fiery way. Your words that you use are not favorable. So remain polite as much as you can where your job is involved, where your business is involved. So that's basically a makeup of you. Your strengths are many. Your weaknesses are also many. So you got to spend more time to control the weaknesses by being able to work people and form partnerships. You cannot be a lone ranger. You are not Superman or Superwoman. And your plans will be big. So when they get too big, then you will see that on your own you cannot handle it. And it starts then to crumble and fail. The physical side of you will be a very nice, good side, which means that in the area of sports, creating events, and such things of outdoors, you can do very well because you'll have this wonderful Uranus and Mercury with you, which makes people adapt to things very, very fast. And the creative side is also fantastic. You have also the emotional side, which brings inspirations to you. And you can be easily an inspired person very, very fast. And you have the physical side, which, as I said, you can use to do any kind of manual work if you want to. I'm going to give you some ages, which are positive ages in your life. To give you an example, when the good luck can come for people born on the 16th of February, your good luck can already start at the ages of 22 onwards, but not every year, of course. So the ages of 22, 31, 40, 49, 58, 67, 76, even 85 or 94 years old. As you approach these ages, you'll see all things coming together. And as you enter these ages, the taste of success can be on a very big scale. You'll have many of these cycles. That's why when you have a 90-minute session with me, I'll talk to you about your up cycles and down cycles for the next 9 years. You also have down cycles born on the 16th of February. And you have to be very careful. The ages of 25. Well, we'll start at the age of 16. After 16, 25, 34, 43, 52, 61, 70, 79, and 88 years old, or even 97 years old. These are very bad ages. As you approach them, you'll see things falling apart. Friendships, and more than that, the people you work with, the people you work for will go against you. Business side, the partnerships will be having a lot of struggle. And as you enter these ages, which I've just mentioned, things will fall apart and the failure will be intense. So we all have these positive, negative cycles. Yours is going to be a bit more the negative cycles and less the positive cycles because you are born on the 16th of February, where your negative planets will always be ahead of you. So a 90-minute session with me is very important to know how to control these bad energies. Compatibility. You are not a compatible person at all because firstly, you're very secretive and don't share your plans. Secondly, your ego is very, very big. And because of that big ego, it makes you a person who wants always to be right, always to be the leader, always to be number one. And whether at work or in business, that's not good. You have to put your ego aside and be a person who is very flexible and adaptable. And that way you can use your strengths of leadership, not in a way of wanting to impose your will on other people all the time. And you also have, in terms of compatibility, something very good. You have a very good Saturn, a very good compassionate planet who wants to be very helpful. You will help your siblings, meaning your brothers and sisters. You'll help your family members and your friends. And you'll be a compassionate person, always trying to do things for people. And that way you'll be doing extremely luckily well because you'll also get support from these people. So show compassion and you will receive compassion. You have a wonderful Venus, which makes you very creative and in the business of landscaping, buying and selling land, building on land, houses or buildings. You'll have that wonderful sense of bringing out something beautiful all the time. And you have a wonderful Venus, as I said, that make you lucky and very prosperous and have a good life yourself. And what about Mercury, the planet of mentalness, making you very fast, coming out with serious, wonderful, suggestive ideas. And very quickly at that, very spontaneously you are, because you have facts and figures on your side, because you're a very clever person. And this cleverness is moving a bit too fast, so you need research as well. That way, your talent can be better where the skills can work. No point having talent with no skills. Skills are what is usually applied to experience. That's where you get the skills. And the skills are brought to you from the planet Saturn. This planet called Jupiter is not very well placed, born on the 16th of February. So you can have dreams of doing big, big, big things. Too big, that's the word. And too fast at the same time to create them. And that's why your failure is always due to too big and too fast. So try to be reasonable and come down to earth. You might be doing this because you have inferiority complexes. And to hide these inferiority complexes, that you're always afraid of failure. You want to show that you can do big things, but that will bounce back against you and it'll cause you to fail. So identify where these inferiority complexes are. Are they on the physical side of you? Repair them. Are they on the mental side of you? Look after them and try to correct them. Otherwise, you'll always attempt to do things too big and you'll fail. You have a very strong Mars position, and this Mars position makes you very daring to take on ventures and very agreeable to do it. But you will soon find that obstacles and hurdles will keep coming, and you'll keep fighting them. But the best way is not to create the obstacles and hurdles, it's not that to fight the hurdles. And that's something you have to learn. You have to be prepared. But then you're so impulsive and you're so impatient. And the preparation comes only after things get into problem. So tell yourself before you start, the word research is a very important word for people born on the 16th of February. Otherwise, they'll dive into something and then find that they are too deep into it. I'm going to mention something about accidents. You're very accident prone, born on the 16th of February. And you should stay away from the sea or any kind of sea activities because the sea wants to claim you. So stay away and don't be too much daring in anything to do with the sea. Now, partnerships. You don't make an easy partner, firstly, because of the ego that you have. Secondly, the dominating spirit that you have. Thirdly, at the speed at which you do things, which not everybody can do. So it doesn't mean be a lonesome cowboy to do everything yourself. It means share responsibilities. Look after what you can handle, give somebody else duties where they can handle. That way partnerships and compatibility will work, because you'll come out headstrong and sometimes clashes will take place, whether in the job, whether in the business side, because of your ego. And of course, you are an extremely clever person. And on top of that, you have the gift of the internet, you have the gift of understanding the future. You have all that at your fingertips, and not everybody will have that. So for others to keep up with you, you must remember you have to give them time and help them. That's how compatibility is formed, and that's how teamwork brings success. Otherwise, you'll be riding out into the sunset with a lot of great ideas, but no follow-up because nobody can follow you. And that's where people born on 16 February always look back and wish that they had improved their partnership and compatibility. Well, you're going to make it. Everybody can make it. A lot will depend on your palms. Your palms are magic. They belong to the energy of your soul. Who do you think is changing these signs, bringing new marks, erasing old signs? All that is happening. And that's what I include in a 90-minute session. Your date of birth, your time of birth, and reading your palms. This 90-minute session will only cost you USD $50 to next year, no 9 years. And I'll give you a lot of energy ways, your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky directions, on and on with these energies. If you like to play lotteries, if you like financial speculation like the stock market and the forex, then I will show you how to get around it. You have to include the energies of the soul, the third eye, and the aura for such things. Because it's supernatural to win anything with financial speculation. It's impossible. There are millions playing it. How would you come out the first? But using this magic of the third eye and the aura especially, you can do it. And I will show you how to activate that. We get that activated ourselves, the aura, third eye, and that aura, the third eye and the soul. We have it automatically, but always in our late age of late 50s and 60s and 70s, much too late in life. There's a way how to accelerate these energies, and I will do that for you. Even if you are a teenager, came to see me for a session, that teenager is going to learn all these techniques and be a fantastic teenager onwards, knowing how to cope and be inspirationally a wonderful, successful person. So there's a lot to teach you. And with all this knowledge, you will understand the vocation, the talent, the skills you have. And if you're born on the 16th of February, I'll show you how to get the skills to be on your side, not to be cheated. You get cheated very easily because your ego believes in people sometimes too readily. They flatter you and they take you and cheat your ideas away from you. I will get all that to your notice. In the meantime, I would like you to have a look at my email and think of this 90-minute session with me. It's very important because your health areas I will go into detail. Health is strength. The job, the business with bad health can't take you very far. And I will tell you very much in detail exactly which of your organs are going to give trouble at what age as well. And you will have the time to go have it checked out and keep your health tip top, mental health, emotional health, and physical health. In the meantime, I wish you good luck. Thank you. Goodbye.